Clive Allen's name is inseparable from the fabric of English football, not solely because of his immense talent, but because of the intense, often suffocating pressure that came with it. Born in 1961 into a footballing family, with his father, Les Allen, already a respected figure in the game, Clive's path was never one of normality. From the very beginning, his destiny seemed written in the stars, yet it was also burdened by expectations that could never be fully realized. Allen's career is a tale of unrealized potential, a career that was both celebrated and scrutinized at every turn. His rise through the ranks of youth teams and top clubs was not just a reflection of his natural skill, but of the constant battle to meet the towering standard set by his father's name. For Clive, every match became a delicate balancing act between fulfilling his own aspirations and living up to a legacy that, at times, threatened to overshadow his individuality. From his early days at the famed West Ham Youth Academy to his first professional contract with the club, Clive Allen's rise was nothing short of meteoric. His natural ability to score goals quickly set him apart from his peers, drawing the attention of scouts and pundits alike. But Allen's trajectory was not one built solely on talent. It was driven by a fierce determination to prove himself. At a time when English football was filled with promising talents, the pressure to stand out was immense, and Allen was never one to shy away from it. When he made his professional debut, it was immediately clear that Allen possessed a rare gift. His composure in front of goal was exceptional, and his technical skills were a class above many of his contemporaries. At West Ham, his potential began to shine through, leading to multiple first-team appearances, but his time at Upton Park was short-lived. A move to Queen's Park Rangers in 1982 would mark the beginning of his ascent to becoming one of England's most talked-about footballers. It was here, at QPR, that Allen's reputation began to grow exponentially. His time with the club was highlighted by a remarkable 1984-85 season, where he scored 49 goals in all competitions. This feat, an achievement rarely seen in English football at the time, solidified Allen's status as one of the brightest attacking talents in the country. Yet for all his success, there was always the lingering pressure to be more, to live up to the myth surrounding the Allen name, and to find a sense of fulfillment beyond the praise of his prodigious goal-scoring ability. In 1984, Clive Allen's career took a dramatic turn when he joined Tottenham Hotspur, one of the biggest clubs in English football at the time. The transfer, worth £1.25 million, was a significant one, not just for the amount but for the expectations it carried. Spurs had a storied history, and Allen was seen as the player who could lead the club back to glory. But with those high hopes came an added burden, the weight of expectation. Could he deliver on such a massive stage under the watchful eye of demanding fans and the media? Initially, the move seemed like the perfect fit for Allen. His pace, sharp movement, and eye for goal were qualities that could complement the attacking style Spurs were aiming to develop. However, life at Tottenham was far from straightforward. Injury troubles began to plague Allen's time at the club, and despite moments of brilliance, consistency was hard to come by. The first season saw flashes of his true potential, yet the growing frustrations, compounded by injury setbacks, made it evident that Allen's time at Spurs was not going to be as fulfilling as many had hoped. Moreover, there was the looming shadow of his place in English football history. Despite his impressive individual performances, he often found himself outshone by other big names. The likes of Gary Lineker and the continued rise of other attacking talents put added pressure on Allen to consistently perform at the highest level. What was once seen as a dream transfer began to unravel, and with that came the question, was this move to Tottenham truly the opportunity he had hoped for? Or was it the beginning of a career that would be defined more by unrealized potential than by actual success? Clive Allen's once promising career took a turn for the worse as injuries began to take a heavy toll on his playing days. The physical demands of top-level football proved to be unforgiving for Allen, whose body seemed to break down at the worst possible times. His struggles with injury became a recurring theme, limiting his appearances on the pitch and, more significantly, stalling his development as a consistent force in English football. It wasn't just the physical pain that took its toll on Allen, it was the mental and emotional strain. The constant setbacks, the feeling of being on the verge of rediscovery, only to be knocked back by another injury, slowly chipped away at his confidence. His dreams of becoming a true footballing icon, a name etched in the annals of Spurs and the national team, started to fade. As each season passed, the frustrations mounted, not just for Allen, but for his supporters. The what could have been narrative loomed large, with fans wondering whether Allen's full potential would ever be realized. The emotional toll of unfulfilled potential and recurring injuries weighed heavily on him, casting a shadow over what could have been a legendary career. The sense of loss wasn't just his own. His career, once filled with promise, now seemed marred by the cruel hand of fate. Was this the end of his true greatness, or could he overcome these setbacks and prove himself? Just when it seemed like Clive Allen's career had reached its twilight, a surprising opportunity presented itself in the form of Major League Soccer. The American League, still growing and attracting talent from Europe, became a new hope for the 33-year-old forward. The chance to rejuvenate his career in a less physically demanding environment offered Allen a fresh start and a final shot at redemption. In 1996, Allen made the bold decision to cross the Atlantic and join the New York-New Jersey MetroStars, becoming one of the earliest English players to venture into MLS. The move marked a new chapter in his career, one where he could leverage his experience and skills while being less burdened by the intensity of the English football schedule. His time in the United States was a revelation as he rediscovered the joy of playing the game on his own terms. Though his time in MLS was relatively short, Allen found a new lease on life. The decision to embrace a less demanding environment allowed him to showcase his natural ability without the constant pressure of recurring injuries. In the United States, he was able to leave his mark, adding a new dimension to his legacy, a reminder that even in the twilight of his career, Allen could still produce moments of magic on the field. Clive Allen's influence extends far beyond his time on the field. Known for his sharp footballing mind, composure in front of goal, and determination, Allen became a mentor to younger players, offering invaluable advice gained from years of experience in some of Europe's most competitive leagues. Even after his playing days ended, his footballing intellect kept him involved in the game. He transitioned into coaching and punditry, where his analytical approach was highly regarded. Though his professional career may have been marred by injury setbacks, it is undeniable that Allen's technical prowess and leadership were instrumental in shaping teams and helping younger players develop their craft. His work with the youth teams in various managerial roles underscored his commitment to nurturing the next generation, further enhancing his standing as an influential figure in football. Allen's legacy, however, is often measured not just by his performances, but by the values he embodied: perseverance, adaptability, and resilience. These traits allowed him to recover from setbacks, reinvent himself, and continue contributing to the game long after his final match. His legacy serves as a testament to the power of reinvention, inspiring future players to find new paths even when the odds are stacked against them. Clive Allen's career is a masterclass in overcoming adversity and remaining relevant in the face of shifting tides. While his playing days may have been punctuated by moments of triumph and disappointment, his impact is undeniable. From his prolific goal-scoring record to his ability to adapt and reinvent himself, Allen's journey in football is one of enduring influence. His legacy is reflected in the generations of players who have benefited from his wisdom and mentorship, as well as the clubs that continue to reap the benefits of his expertise. In the grand narrative of football, Allen's story serves as both a reminder and an inspiration. That greatness is not just about the peak of one's career, but the resilience to continue pushing forward, even when faced with challenges. His legacy is alive in the hearts of those who played with him, learned from him, or simply admired his never-give-up mentality. As we conclude this look into Clive Allen's remarkable journey, the question remains: how many footballing careers are truly defined by their ability to rise after every fall? Allen's career is the answer, an enduring testament to the power of perseverance in a world that's often quick to move on. Clive Allen's career offers a compelling glimpse into the life of a player who defined resilience and determination, navigating through moments of triumph and struggle. If this deep dive into his legacy has sparked your curiosity or deepened your understanding of the untold stories that have shaped football, Now is the time to join us. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned as we continue our exploration of the journeys of football's most influential figures, those whose impact reaches far beyond the pitch. Let's delve further into the rich tapestry of the sport, uncovering the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Don't miss out. This is just the beginning of a deeper connection to the stories that truly define the game.